What's going on, gospel bass players? It's your boy Ray J coming at you, another Basement Boy Productions from the fourth floor. About to do a quick lick that you could do. I'm gonna do 2 licks, but I'm gonna show you the root of both licks so that you could be able to, incorporate your own fills and trills and stuff if you want or whatnot. It's kind of like a standard gospel lick, or at least the root is, or whatnot. And I was listening to John P. Key, Victory and Praise, the city that had Stand on it. How did the song go again? I'm not gonna sing it. I understand. I'd rather live right then in hell. Lift up my eye. That seating. That joint was on point, and I think the bass player was Maurice Fitzgerald or Tony Russell. Either way, they was going ham. Listen to 90's CDs of gospel. Bass players is ridiculous. I mean, they are now, but back then they was nice, solid, and crisp. They didn't have to do a lot of go for crazy. It's just the stuff they did. It just fit right, and it was solid, and it was hearty, and that's what it's about, and everything. So I'm gonna do the licks, and then I just show you what I'm doing. Of course, give you the theory behind it. I'm being C sharp, okay, and it's gonna be based off of the major C sharp major scale, or more specifically the C major pentatonic scale, which features the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 root or octave, same note. So here goes the lick. Again, slower. Again, last time, slower. And if you have that C sharp, the 5 string, you do that. Just keep do. Okay. The root, I'll show you what I did first. You on the 1, 5, and I'm giving you it in slide so my fingers won't get in the way. But when I say slide, you could do a hammer on as well as a slide, because actually I was doing slides, but on this part I did a hammer off. So you can mix it up between slides and hammer ons to give you the same type of effect, depending on how strong your hands are. If your fingers not that strong, your hammer ons might not come through as powerful, but that's a good way to practice it. But here it goes. So it got root, then you do 5, then 1, slide to 2, back to 1, then you do 5, 6, 5, slide to 6, then you do 1, or the octave 1, 5, 2, 1. So again, 1, 5, 1 slide 2 is a quick slide, back to 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 2, 1. Alright, so and kind of the root that you could actually play a lot of notes on is this, which is that latter part of the lick, which is the octave 1, 5, 2, 1. So you hear that a lot in bass, and sometimes they just play around with the 1, 2, and 5 if you just on any particular note. So that's like a lesson within itself. But here's the root, or so. And again, the lick is Alright, here's how you can play it in the song, How Great Is Our God. And actually you could do this in the theory. If you understand the theory behind it, you could do it in on every note that you ever hit on, as long as you just hitting the right note. Alright, so how great. That's the end part. Is our God. Here we go. And so that's how you get. I kind of like use How Great Our God for every song, but you could use a lick on any song. It's just a matter of you speeding it up or slowing it down, and also what measure or what beat you're doing it off. You could do it on maybe like an off beat, so it wouldn't be an off beat. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be off like maybe an eighth, so it'd be like 1 and 2 or whatnot, just to come kind of off, and not, when I mean off, not on the 1, but it's okay as long as you finish the progression. Alright, so that was already 6 minutes. So the second lick is based off of the same, you know, foundation that I did the other lick on. So here's the second one. Oh. Again. Again. Okay. So the second lick starts exactly how the first lick started. Kind of. It starts the same as in the 1-5 octave progression, or the 1-5 octave 1 progression. That's it. So that lick is 1, 5 octave 1, 5 1 octave 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 2, 1. So 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 2, 1. So and the theory behind that one is when I'm sliding down from the 1, 2, and 3, this F, or the third, is a part of the C sharp triad, C sharp major chord, and the triad is just a 3-note chord which features the root, a third, and a fifth. This is the major third. Okay, so which means in your scale degrees, this goes with a C major chord. A C major chord, okay? Not a C minor. That's C minor, but C major. So I kind of let it dry. I let the chord dry a little bit by playing the third and not the 1 in the third, or the 1, 3, and the 5, if that makes sense. So I did. So if your piano player is playing, you know, that C major, C sharp major, no matter where he's at or whatnot, you're gonna be playing that along with him, because that's part of the C sharp major chord. And you don't always have to use that bottom, but when you do, it makes it fuller. So you'd be like, Alright, but the lick, back to the lick. Then I do the same thing how I ended the first lick. Same thing, I'm just doing it up here. So alright, so same, how great as I got. And that whole progression right there that I did is the same type of progression. I know I'm in C sharp major, and you follow your scale degrees. If you don't know your scale degrees, I did a lesson on scale degrees. It's just what major or what chord goes with what progression. It's either a major chord or a minor chord. On the one, that's a major chord. So I individually slide down to the corresponding third. If the chord is major, that means I have a major third. And the third is the third note in the major scale. Okay? And the third note in the C sharp major scale is F. So the one belongs to a C major. That means it is a major third and is a major fifth. Everything is happy sounding. So in the 4 in your scale degrees, that's also a major, which is an F sharp major chord, which is just playing the root in the third is F sharp and B flat, and both F sharp and B flat is in the C sharp major scale. And I play the 5th, that's also a major chord. And A flat major, which is the A flat is the 5th note in the C sharp major scale. A flat major is A flat and the third is C. Okay? And all I did was the same thing as I did with the C sharp. I was like this. I slid down the major steps, all the major notes that's in the C sharp scale in orders. That was 1, 2, 3. When I got to the 4, you just do the same thing. 4, 5, 6. And remember that 6 is the third, or the B flat is the third, or is the major third in the F sharp major scale. So when I just ended on that, or that's how it would end, but I just broke it up. That's still B flat. It's just a broken chord basically. And same thing with the 5. I did 5, 6, 7, and this 7 represents the 7th note in the C sharp major scale. What is that note? That's C. What did we say about C? C is the major third, or the third note in the A flat major scale, which represents that half triad of the root, the third, and the 5th. I'm just playing the root and the third, but both of these notes are in the C sharp major scale. If that confused you at all, I did a lesson on not only the number system, but I also did a lesson on scale degrees. So go ahead and check that out for more in-depth, explanation. But that's all I was doing. So and you can do the same thing when you're on the 6. The 6 is minor. So you play the B flat minor chord, which is a B flat over C sharp. And I just do the same thing. I just slide down the numbers to get to that chord. If I know that's my chord, that means when I'm on this B flat right here, I just slide 6, 7, 1. And those numbers refer to the C sharp major scale. 6, 7, 1. And when I get to that 1 or that C sharp, hit that B flat. So that was it. Hopefully that touched somebody, you know, or you learned from it. Appreciate everybody who's been commenting and subscribing. Appreciate the love and feedback. Continue on to do that and everything as I get these lessons out to y'all. I appreciate y'all, real rap. Alright, it's your boy Ray, over and out. Hit it hard. No homo.